So since I've been gone, I see there was some bitter back and forth between the top 1% of Twitch because why not, right? I seen some blame game going on. It's like you did it. No, you did it. You the reason. You the reason why this is happening. So if you weren't in the know, Twitch is currently having an adpocalypse. Now, what is an adpocalypse, might you ask? Now, if anybody has been on YouTube or followed YouTube, whether you actually make content or actively follow people who make YouTube content, you know that years ago there was a guy named PewDiePie, who was who was basically the sole focus. I don't even know how one man had that much power, but this man had the sole focus of causing the adpocalypse on YouTube. Who can't forget? Who can forget that famous day when he went on that bridge? When he went on that bridge, boy, and made everybody's money go bye bye. Crazy day, man. I don't ever want to go back to those days, man. People were pissed. People were pissed, man. So so in short terms, man, this man PewDiePie, he said something he shouldn't have said, and a lot of advertisers got upset. They're like, no, I don't want to put my ads on any of these videos because y'all got some crazy stuff going on, like anti-Semitic, hate speech, outright racist speech. So it was a lot of stuff going on back then. So a lot of advertisers pulled out of YouTube, right? And YouTube was like, well, what do we do? What do we do in order to combat this? Because we need our advertisers back, right? We need our advertisers back. So YouTube implemented a new system that we have today that still goes on today, because bots can only do enough, and there's no way that you can manually review every single video. It's literally impossible. People make so many videos per day. It's impossible to manually review every single video, and bots can only do so much. So YouTube started implementing a new system, right, where you have green. If you look at your creator dashboard, if you are able to monetize, you'll see green, this video is safe to monetize. You'll see yellow if it's limited. So there's something going on in your video that's a little bit controversial and it's limited on ads. It's not saying that you're not going to have any ads played against your video, but it's limited. So only certain advertisers will be on that video. And then if you have red, that means it's not going to be monetized at all. So you have some copyright stuff going on, or again, you have some severe controversy that's happening that deemed your video not safe for monetization. So that's how YouTube got around this whole adpocalypse problem. And since then, it's been fine, because this happened in 2016, 2017 with the adpocalypse on YouTube. So with that being said, let's fast forward to 2024. So Twitch has been going through its ups and downs. Twitch has literally been going through its ups and downs. I've told y'all a million times that Twitch is not profitable. Like, this is a fact. Twitch is not profitable. Ever since Amazon bought them, I don't even know if they were profitable before Amazon, but definitely since Amazon purchased Twitch, they have not been profitable. And Twitch has been desperately searching for a way to be profitable, right? So and I've also told y'all that Twitch, out of all of the social media sites, they pay the least when it comes to ads. Like, they were paying like 50% or 55%. Like, they've been trying to go up now with this ad incentive program that they introduced, but Twitch pays the least on ads out of any other social media platform. That's YouTube, Facebook, when Mixer was here, and of course Kick. Kick pays like 90%. So but they don't have ads. So that's just but outside of the state. So just as far as that, they pay the least, right? So with that being said, obviously Twitch still pays ads, and with this ad incentive program, people have been playing even more ads on their streams, right? And that's why Twitch is, for the past couple of years, not been the best place to stream, right? Because everywhere you look, like, unless you're sub to a person, you're going to catch a whole bunch of ads and you're going to miss a lot of moments. So, I'm sorry, even on this stream, like, I have like the that I can have as far as ads that play per hour, and still, you know, at some points it ends up being not the best experience when it comes to streaming, you know, and the viewer experience. So it has not been the best ever since an ad sensor program has come. But Twitch again is desperately trying to bring up these systems in order to try their best to be profitable. So again, with that being said, now we're in 2024, and with this whole thing that's going on in Palestine, a lot of Twitch streamers have been speaking up, and obviously the ones that have been the loudest has been the top 1%. So you know, we talked about Asmongold and what he said to get suspended for 2 weeks. We talked about what Frogan said to get suspended for 30 days, and you know, that was a controversy because we were playing he said, she said, why did Asmongold get 2 weeks but Frogan got 30 days? I feel like what Asmongold said was worse than what Frogan said. We've already been around it. It's no point of arguing the point, because both of them were in the wrong. So both of them got whatever Twitch deemed to be the rightful suspension for both of them. But now we're at a point where I don't know who sparked it off or what exactly contributed to where we're at now, but Twitch has severely cut down ads on the top like 1% to 5% of Twitch streamers streams. I don't know if this is really dive down to the lower end, like me, for example. I looked and I didn't see anything that affected me, but then again, I also didn't stream last week, so I don't know if I'm the best example here. But I haven't seen too many like mid-tier to small streamers really complaining about this. It's just been the top, you know, 1 to 5%. So there have been certain streamers that have come out and have said, hey, like literally showing their analytics. They're like, look, at one point I was making like I forgot what his name was, Jace. He was like, I was making 5 figures a day just from ads on Twitch a day. And he said, well, lately I've been making 2,000. So what's going on? There have been other streamers that have been coming out saying, hey, I'm not making any money, you know, on ads anymore. So, and they were like, I don't even talk about controversial stuff. So what has happened? You know, so there have been people who have not done anything, you know, have never been banned before or have been banned for something else, but they've come back and they've been, you know, relatively clean, have all been saying, hey, I'm not getting ads anymore on my streams, and I am losing significant money because of this. So Twitch is going to regret their decision. So now we're at a point where, again, the top 1 to 5% are all arguing with each other. They're like, who did this? Who is the true person? Who is the true person that sparked this off? Why is Twitch losing advertisers? So now you have the blame game going on. So I love this. I love when the top streamers start fighting each other. It's great. So as we said, what up, Paladin? So as we said, Asmongold, you know, he had a very controversial take about what's going on in Palestine. He talked about a whole group of people, and relatively so, there are some people that are blaming Asmongold for the reason why Twitch is having an adpocalypse. Asmongold has come back and he said, no, it ain't me. Like, I know what I did was bad, but it's really that dude Hassan over there. Like, everybody going after Hassan, which is just like great. It's just like crazy. But I will say this, because it says actually in this article here that Hassan has been in controversy for a while. Like, this has been going on because it's been so long now. Like, I tend to forget that like what's going on in Palestine is not just a this year thing. It's not just a 2024 thing. This is something that has been that's been going on since 2023. And I was like, dang, like time is really going by, and we're almost in 2025 now. So so this article here kind of, you know, talked about what's currently going on between these two. So it says Twitch streamer Zach Asmongold has attributed to the platform ongoing adpocalypse. The fellow streamer Hassan, speaking on his alternative channel, Asmongold claimed that Hassan's controversial political content has significantly contributed to the issue, which has reportedly caused major declines in ad revenue for streamers since early November, which is now. So we're still in November. Asmongold explained his position, saying Hassan clearly is one of the biggest proponents of this. I would say he is the main reason. So again, at least Asmon is not saying that he's the only reason, because that's what it seems to be. It's like, no, Asmongold is a reason. No, Hassan is a reason, because, you know, once both of these streamers getting controversy, then it ends up becoming a big story. And we're talking about it like we are now, but it does ring bells. It ends up getting in articles and such as this, and people are talking about it. People are upset. People are like, hey, well, why does this person getting suspended or banned, period? Why is he only getting suspended or banned for this amount of time? They didn't do anything wrong, blah 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 blah. So Asmongold added to that a majority of the examples used in discussions about demonetization on Twitch pertain to Hassan. He said maybe not 90%, maybe 80, 70%, but it is the majority of all the examples on the entire platform. So Asmongold, I will say he is somewhat defending himself, but at the same time, it's like, bro, yeah, what I don't get what the point is of saying, hey, this person is the main reason or the majority reason, because again, both of y'all have said something controversial. Like Hassan is definitely no stranger, because this is what he does. He is a political content creator, right? Like he gets on stream, he talks about politics. I don't even know if the man even played the game. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with him, but every time I've seen him, it's always been something political or something talking about another streamer. So that's the type of content that he does, and he has been super focused on what's going on in Palestine, and rightfully so, because of his culture. So I get it, I understand, but like I said before, when we spoke about Frogan and we spoke about Asmongold, I'm not a proponent that's saying, hey, like, you can't have free speech, you can't say whatever you want. I believe in free speech, but I'm also fully aware that when you were on somebody else's platform, if you say something that either the platform itself doesn't like, or you say something that causes enough outrage that the platform takes notice, or in this case, the advertisers take notice, then Twitch will act on it, or whatever platform will act on it. And you have to deal with the consequences of your actions. And those consequences are suspension, bans, and in this case, now advertisers have left, and now not only you and not only whoever else has experienced controversy, but now people who have not said anything controversial, have not dealt with this, also now has to deal with it, similar to how when PewDiePie calls Adpocalypse, then that trickled down to the entire platform, right? So you gotta deal with it. And do you think that Hassan or Asmongold or anybody who has caused the latest controversy, the most recent controversy involving their political takes, care about everybody else? Do you think they truly do? Do you think this really hurts their bottom line? They already making money. So again, I understand if this ends up going long term, yeah, you're going to lose more money. But as I said before, ads are not and should not be your main source of income on Twitch. The main source of your income on Twitch is subscribers, donations, and your partnerships, right? Those are the main three proponents. So ads, especially on Twitch, again, they pay the least. They pay the least out of any platform. That should not be your biggest. I get it, especially if you're a bigger streamer, you want to get a ton of money from ads, but it's still not your biggest source of income. So again, I've seen some streamers crying, oh my god, I only made $2,000 a day rather than 5 figures. I mean, I get it, but you already made hella, buku money. So go be a mailman if you want, man. Beta troll all you want, but go be a mailman. Go get a 9 to 5. You want to cry about it. I wish I was making $2,000 a day on Twitch. I wish that's great, man. Forget 5 figures. I'll be cool with $2,000 a day. I'm sorry. I'll be cool with that. So I get long term, this will be in effect, but short term, stop crying about it. I get it. I understand the insight here that you're giving transparency, saying, hey, like, why is this happening to me? And I do feel for the folks who have literally nothing to do with this, that have to unfortunately deal with this, and you haven't said anything, but said or done anything. But at the end of the day, bro, like, that shouldn't be your main source of income anyway. So you better be smart with your money and deal with it, because unfortunately there have been some bad apples on Twitch that is causing this to happen. Now advertisers don't want to advertise on the platform. So They say they don't want to do the easier job. Right. So, right. Yeah, Rosalie don't got how Asthma goes to face the Twitch. I will say Asthma doesn't help the situation. He offers some of the highest viewership on the platform, refuses to monetize the current channel. He said Twitch needs that money. I will give Asthma this. He is sticking it to the man. He is sticking it to the man. So I don't blame him. I actually commend that particular part. You know, I don't agree with 90% of Asthma Gold takes, but you know, whatever. You know, he does what he wants to do. He's sticking it to the man on that part. So so in any case, they're blaming each other here, you know, going back and forth. So it's pretty hilarious. And you know, other people have gotten involved, like Ludwig, and everybody saying, oh, Ludwig, you know, you best friends with Hassan, so you know, every time you talk about him, then Hassan says, hey, like, why are you talking about me? Take that video down, or blah blah blah, or, you know, apologize. You know, so I'm like, I don't even know why you're talking about him. Like, if that's your true friend, why are you making video talking about him? It's weird. But in any case, I just find it funny because, you know, the white people are fighting with each other, and I'm like, yeah, y'all the top 1%. This is what y'all are really complaining about. I don't care who did it. At this point, I don't care who did it. I'm not gonna treat one of y'all, you know, different than the other. Like, I feel both of y'all were in the wrong, and whoever else. Because again, it's not just these two. Like I said, you can mention Frogan, you can mention anybody who was on that panel. You can mention other people too. Like, it's not just these two. It's not just these two. So in any case, that's where we're at right now. I've heard stories that the advertisers can come back, but Twitch in itself, Twitch has a problem that they got to deal with, and Twitch has been on the defense for a long time. They've been on the defense for a very long time. Twitch needs to find a way to be more proactive rather than reactive, because the majority of their changes that they've had have been reactionary. I don't know if Twitch can come up with a system that's similar to YouTube, but they need to find out something, because if these advertisers don't come back, they're going to be in real hell. Like, I've seen multiple things. I've seen the founders of Kick saying that they're going to buy Twitch. I've seen rumors of saying that Twitch is on the severe decline, that they're going to end up going down soon. Like, so I don't know what's truly going to happen with Twitch in like the next 3 to 5 years, but if they continue down this trajectory, then we may not even see Twitch anymore. Like, I don't know. And I think the weirdest thing about all of this is Amazon has never, like, truly, at least from a forward facing standpoint, Amazon has never stepped in. It was like, hey, what can we do here? What can we do here to help Twitch? Like, I felt like ever since Amazon has bought Twitch, they literally done nothing but just introduce Twitch Prime, and that's it. You know, just, oh, we're just going to give you Twitch Prime, and if you have if you have Amazon Prime, then you get Twitch Prime. That's all that they really done. But what has Amazon truly done other than just give them the platform for their system? You don't really see them. You don't really see Big Brother coming to help. So I'm like, why would you allow something that you bought to continue to not be profitable? What is the point here? You are the biggest streaming platform. The biggest streaming platform. People say, I've said Twitch is a lifestyle at this point. When you say I stream, they say, oh, what's your Twitch? They don't say, hey man, do you stream on YouTube? Do you stream on Facebook? Do you stream on TikTok? They say no. They always default to Twitch. Twitch is a lifestyle, whether you like it or not. And that's just how it is. Twitch is a mainstay, or should be a mainstay. But as far as streaming, like, that's it. Like, Twitch is there. So people always default to Twitch. So I would like to see Twitch still there. I would like to still see competition, but they got to figure out what's going on, because again, if you continue down this trajectory, you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision. Are you going to continue to allow streamers like this to continue to have their free speech and talk about controversial topics, or are you going to put your line in the sand and completely ban it? And I feel like at this point, if this is continuously causing problems within your system, then you just need to ban it outright, you know, instead of updating the policies, which nobody reads anyway. Who reads Twitch policies? You know what the Twitch policies are? Every time somebody gets in trouble, then it becomes a topic, and then people want to read it. But nobody reads a Twitch policy. We barely even read any terms of service for any video game before we hit I accept. I know I don't. I ain't reading that shit. like, we're probably signing our lives away, and we don't even know. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, we don't read, and you know, it's unfortunate, but it's true. So now Twitch has updated their policies again when it comes to hateful conduct policy, and they added the term Zionist as one of those hateful terms that if you say it, especially in a negative way, then you're subject to get suspended or banned if somebody's feeling froggy that day. So and again, you're like slowly limiting, what is considered free speech on your platform. But again, I feel like Twitch needs to take a stand. Like, we can't keep tiptoeing on what's allowed on the platform and what's not allowed on the platform, because you're going to continue to get in situations like this. You're going to make your community upset that you aren't taking a stance here. You're going to make your community upset that you're not taking a stance, and you're going to scare the advertisers away too. Some advertisers will come back, because again, the advertiser, at the end of the day, they don't care about what's going on your platform if they decide to work with you, but they care if the viewers start caring, and if the people who actually on your platform start caring about stuff. That's why they leave. The people were upset about all the controversial takes when it came to Palestine, and that's why they left. But they'll be back anyways, though. They'll be back anyways, because again, that's making the money at the end of the day. But in the peak of the situation, nah, they don't want to be a part of it. In the peak of the situation, they don't want to be a part of it. So they'll come back, but some advertisers might just leave, and and they won't come back at all. So then you just lost so millions of dollars, depending on what your deal is. So Twitch they had a real decision to make. I don't know how this is going to work out. They either have to put their line in the sand, or you got to come up with a better system to better track these type of situations, so that you can get these people off of the platform faster than what you're doing right now. So that's my take. It's a crazy because they can say all types of black shirt. Right, exactly. You are gonna make the community mad by taking a stand. I mean, yeah, that's true. But I would argue that if you're just tiptoeing and you're trying to play both sides, then you're gonna make both sides mad. So I would rather take a stance that benefits me, and that would be taking a stance, again, unfortunately, in some cases, of just banning it completely, right? Just ban it completely, and then the advertisers will stay happy. So you're gonna make one side mad, fine, but that's not going to be hurting my bottom line. It could, in theory, it could, because those people would just completely leave the platform. But like I said, Twitch is a mainstay at right now. They're a mainstay right now, and I don't think, unless again it's a mass exodus, which people don't have the cojones to do. Y'all remember what was it, in 2020 when people were trying to ban, they were trying to take a boycott on Twitch? What happened with that? Right? What happened with that? We didn't have the cojones for everybody to do it. There were still people streaming. We tried to pick a day that we're going to boycott Twitch and affect their bottom line. It barely did anything. So this is what I'm saying, man. Like, again, you got to hurt that bottom line, which is the dollar. You got to hurt that bottom line in order for any change to happen. And until people do that, then we're just going to be going back and forth, and we're going to continue talking about it how we are now. So first time I have a CEO who doesn't play favorite, then openly promotes a song. Yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, outside of what happens with the advertisers, because like I said, they have to make a decision in. But outside of what happens with the advertisers, I think Twitch loves this stuff. I think they love this controversy, because again, it's press. At the end of the day, it's press. Whether it's negative or positive, man, I think they love it. And yeah, there are clear favorites. There are people that the CEO and other Twitch staff members love. That's why we've been having this constant conversation for years about, hey, why is this person not suspended? Why is this person not banned? They did X, Y, and Z. And Twitch literally says nothing. I don't think Twitch has ever said anything about any specific streamer since I've been on this platform. They say, hey, blah, blah, blah happened, and we're going to update the policies, but they don't ever talk about anyone specifically when it comes to things like this. You know, they've always played coy. They've always played coy. So, you know, it is what it is. But if advertisers are back, cool. But if they're not, then you know they're going to continue complaining about it. I barely make any money off ads anyway, but I also barely stream enough that that you know it really affect anything. So it is what it is. But you know, we're at. So they're going to continue playing the blame game. These two guys and whoever else is at the top that wants to you know, put their 2 cents in and blame whoever. But I just find it hilarious. I just find it hilarious how they just point fingers at each other again about, you know, this you did it. No, you the reason. You the reason why this is happening. Who cares, bro? You know, both of y'all contributed in some way. Yeah, whether you want to put a percentage on it, fine. But at the end of the day, both of y'all had some contribution to why it's happening, and not just y'all two. Like I said, not just y'all two. But if you want to place blame, then we can definitely label these two with the main 2 proponents.